Hi. Hello, 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 and welcome. Today, we see me in action because we are doing a somewhat historical video. Getting up the handy-dandy laptop. We are going to be talking about a true fact. That was that until the 1950s, 17 states, I say true in quotes, because it's not entirely true. Also, it's extremely vague, and I need to know the names of the other 16 states in this fact. We'll call it a factoid because that gives us room for error. I need to know, and apparently, until 1954, 17 states prohibited the marriage of people with epilepsy. Okay, but one state stated that people with epilepsy couldn't be married until the great year of 1980. Well, of course, I cannot let this remain unchallenged. So, what was going on in the world in 1980? Let me tell you. First of all, we're going to break out the handy-dandy laptop. 1980. Well, let's see. First of all, it was a leap year starting on Tuesday, the 1980th year of the Common Era. And let's see what major events happened. John Lennon was killed in New York State. Post-it notes go on sale. Miami riot. There was a riot in Miami. There was a fire at the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas. And the Crude Oil Windfall Profits Tax Act passed. Now, what I was saying was that apparently until 1954, 17 states prohibited the marriage of people with epilepsy. And one of those states actually prohibited the marriage of people with epilepsy until the great year 1980 of the Common Era. Well, one, I have been unable to find the names of the other 16 states. I've read a lot of books on one of my least favorite subjects, which is eugenics, which is Greek for good life, as reflected in names like Eugene, EU meaning good, and eugenics laws being absolutely horrific and evil and bad. Girl, let me tell you, I once had someone that I love very dearly ask me, well, what's so bad about that? What's so bad about laws that have caused murder of little innocent babies, for example? In Nazi Germany, there was a little baby boy who was murdered because he was disabled, and it actually started the whole chain reaction in Nazi Germany. So that's not a good life. That's also not a good look for you. We don't love that for you. Oh, we do not love that for you. But anyway, what state was it that finally said, yeah, we can't do that? Well, in 1980, as I mentioned, the state of Missouri was finally like, yeah, we got to get this law off the books. What the heck were we doing? So, what are the other 16 states? After doing a lot of reading and a lot of research and everything else, I can honestly say, one, I need an aspirin, I need coffee, I think I need a new brain because this one is totally ruined. It's filthy now. Well, I have no idea. I have yet to gain the names of the other 16 states, but I gained a lot of appreciation for what the Epilepsy Foundation was doing in the 1980s. So awesome sauce. We love that for you, Epilepsy Foundation. Don't ever give up the good work. Also, in June, I will be doing a challenge it will be a reading challenge for the 1 in 26 people who have epilepsy here in the United States. So keep on looking out for that. I will sign a link below. Please give me some support. I don't always ask for this kind of stuff, but please help out with the support. Read a couple books. Please, guys, read. I would highly suggest that you stay off the textbooks unless you absolutely need them, and maybe avoid ancient textbooks. Also, when it comes down to epilepsy, things like that have often been mentioned. For example, I've mentioned Carrie Buck and the New Yorks and the way that in the South, and how Carrie Buck was forcibly removed from her child and forcibly had her ability to give birth taken away from her, all after she was raped by a person that lived in the house where she cleaned. And a new state Supreme Court judge saying 3 generations of imbeciles is enough. That's 2 fingers up for you. That's how mad I am. So anyway, the names of the other 16 states, I ain't got no idea. 1980, holy moly. And Missouri, what took so long? Now I know that many times laws go unused, but are still on the books, and that after a while you're just like, hey, why don't we just repeal that in together because we never use this? Hey, that sounds like a great idea. And so on and so forth. So anyway, I'm gonna call this a factoid, meaning that it might have some truth to it, but for the most part, it's a lie. You is a lie. 2, seriously. And 3, please help support me in the reading challenge. Check it out. If you can't give, read a book. I always suggest reading a good book. And y'all are loved. Take good care.